Alright, I figured I'd do a little video clip, kind of give you an up-to-date on where I am on my aquaponics system. I've got this first tank here, which is a 275-gallon tote that has 10 tilapia in it with a 2-inch drain coming out of the bottom. I've got a 175-gallon sump tank which has some baby tilapia in it right now and some duckweed going. Got a big commercial air pump feeding everything. This is another 275-gallon tank in the corner that has all of my fry, which are anywhere from 1/8 of an inch long to about 1/2 inch long. I've had 2 batches of tilapia hatch out. So this is the grow bed up top here. It's the top of one of the IBC containers. Try to get it all in this one picture here, but just to give you an idea how big those leaves are. They're bigger than my hand. I'm a pretty big guy. But cucumber plant goes all the way across, still vining out. My youngest son Chris helped me put this little addition in the top with a 2x4 beam going across with some new netting. It's all the way up at the top of the ceiling, goes all the way across the whole length of the greenhouse. That's a tomato plant that's already grown to the above the beam and starting to grow to the side. We're starting to feed it through now to the other side. Can't even get it all in one picture here now because it's so big, but there's 2 small tomato plants in there that are starting to come up too. There's a lettuce plant in here that I've been kind of picking it and eating off of every day. There's a celery plant, some broccoli in the back. You can kind of see all the flowers for the cucumbers. Some of those are the male flowers and some of those are the female flowers, but it's pretty well loaded up with cucumbers right now. I've been pollinating them. So basically here's what you got. Feed the fish. Fish are inside this tote here. They're hiding right now because they've already been fed. There's a big 4-inch round air stone that feeds these fish oxygen. There's also a line that runs from the sump tank through this black hose into the top of the tank. So basically I've got fresh water feeding in from the top, draining out to the bottom. All the fish poop and waste comes out the bottom, drains into this bottom of this 55-gallon filter here that has a drain line protecting the sediment off the bottom. Comes all the way up through the top. There's a 3-inch pipe here that has all that sediment coming out of it. It hits the sides of this 5-gallon bucket that has the bottom cut out of it and forces all the waste to the bottom of the drum it collects, and then you can just drain it off every week or so. Just modified my drain line that goes back to my sump with this 3-inch pipe that I put these 3-inch net cups with some bib lettuce that I had germinated in it. And then of course this tank with the fry in it also drains into that 2-inch line. The grow bed up top has a auto siphon on the bottom, and it feeds into the top of both of these 275-gallon fish tanks. So every time this grow bed fills up with water, about where you see that dark line on there, it'll auto siphon into both of these tanks. Pretty even, but because they're tied together at the bottom, it maintains a certain fluid level to where they both maintain the same height, and then everything returns from the filter back into the sump, and then the sump pumps it back up into the fish tank and then back into the grow bed as a continuous loop system. When the nutrient solution makes it into the grow bed, I've got a little biofilter up here with some filter media on it that kind of catches most of the solids of the fish poop that comes into the bed. And I haven't had to change that yet, but I'll have to change that soon. This has got expanded shale on the bottom and the hydroton on top for the grow media. Lots of space on this bed I haven't used yet because I don't have easy access to get to it. And set this up next year, I'll probably do it a little different where I've got access to more sides of the grow bed. I plan on putting another grow bed on top of this tank because I've got easier access to it. Probably going to do like a raft system for some lettuce or something in this tank. So that's more or less an overview of what I got going on. It's been a fun project so far. I've enjoyed seeing the fish grow. I'll do more soil plants on this side over here now that I've got the aquaponic system kind of self-sustaining and running on its own. Tarps is just to help with the algae, keeps the sunlight out. Supposedly these totes will deteriorate over time if you give it direct sunlight, so that's going to help hopefully slow that process down some. But everything's going good. Check back soon.